Okay, we're going to look at some of the things we want to do in the fancy introduction. This is going to be 7 to 10 seconds long. It's going to have different elements to it: custom animated text, transitions, sound effect, rendered, turned in according to the instructions. So let's just start with some basic things. You want to go to Movie Studio. We're going to start a new project. And just go ahead and leave it at AVCHD. Just however it comes up is fine. You can select where it's going to save to. So that'll be your folder. So we're going to browse. And then we're going to go to your H drive. So we're going to find computer on here. And then we're going to go find H drive. We're going to make a folder for you. Probably tech enrichment. And this for me is going to be fancy intro. Okay. The name of the project is going to be fancy intro for you. And your name. Better yet, let's put your name first. Easier to find. Okay. Hit OK. And you can see we have our video channels. We have 2 audio channels down there. We have a video preview, volume control, and we're going to go ahead and make some text. So to make things, we can use media generators. There's text. If you look at them, there's an alpha map. It's transparent. There's text on black. There's text on purple. All kinds of different things. So we're just going to do something really basic. Let's take an alpha map text, drag it to our text channel, and type something in here. So we can highlight it and just put some words in there. Okay. And notice how it looks white on black, even though that's not what we really chose. I mean, it doesn't really look like that. That's because it's an alpha map. So we need a colored background that we can put it on top of. So there's colored gradients. We can do solid color, all kinds of different things. So let's just pick something that we want and put that underneath here. Now what you have is the alpha map on top of the blue. And you could experiment with this too. If you don't like that, you can try something different. There you go. Alright, and that's what we're seeing. And if we go back to our rubric in Canvas, you're going to see that we need custom animated text. Okay? And what that means is that we're not going to use one of the preset animations. So if you go to some of these texts, well, not this one, but here, these are already animated, and that's not your work, so that's not what I'm grading. I want you to custom animate text. Okay? And if you play this video down here, you play it from the beginning, it's rolling through, there's no animation. So what we're going to do is, first of all, how long do we want this scene? Okay, this is your time. So you can see on the time here where we're located. If we want it to be 5 seconds, I'm going to arrow key over until I get to 5 seconds. And then what I can do is trim this up to here. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and, I can zoom in on it and make it look bigger or smaller, but it's still 5 seconds, as you can see right there. And now I'm going to animate the text. So to animate the text, we're going to go to this window called Event Pan Crop. And we're going to create a custom animation. So this is the beginning of the 5 seconds, or 0 seconds, and over here is the end of the 5 seconds. So we already have what's called a keyframe there, a little diamond. Okay, and we're going to move technology so that it's in the bottom corner of our screen here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this here. You can see where I moved it, the bottom corner right there. That's in the bottom corner, okay? And then we're going to click this button, last keyframe. It moves my cursor to the end of the 5 seconds. And we're going to hit this little plus, which is create keyframe. And then at the end of the keyframe, or the end of this scene, we're going to go ahead and move it to the upper corner. And that's going to create an animation from bottom corner to upper corner. Okay, you could just close out of here, it'll do it for you. And when I play this, it's going to move it from the bottom corner to the upper corner, and that's my animation. So that's a custom animation. Transition is the way that we move from one scene to another scene, and so that's something that you're going to have to do on here. If you go back to Movie Studio, let's say we want to put some more text on here. Maybe we want to transition to this black scene, and maybe this is going to say that. Okay, so what we can do is we can overlap these scenes. When I push them together, you can see I'm creating this overlap between them. This is just called a cut. Let me play that for you, where it just cuts from one thing to another. If I transition, I'm going to overlap them. Okay, and now when I play it, watch, it just overlaps them in transitions. That's actually a dissolve transition, but we have other options on top of that. If you go in these tabs at the bottom to transitions, there's all kinds of different things. 3D, fly in, fly out, dissolve, flash, all kinds of things. So if you find one that you like, let's do one of these, and you've already overlapped these for a transition, then you just take this transition you want and drag it onto the overlap, and now you've got this 3D fly-in transition right down here. So now when you play it, it's going to come in like that. Okay? Let's go back to Canvas. Audio sound effect. You need to match up a sound effect. So I'm going to give you a location for that. We're going to find that by going to Windows Explorer down here at the bottom. We're going to go to the Common Drive, Technology Read, Sounds, and then we're going to listen and try to find something. We could do like aircraft or something. Okay, there's different things in here. It's kind of loud. Let's see what else there is. How about well, that's taking a while. We'll try that. I don't think that's really what I'm looking for here. Let's see here. How about sci-fi? Okay, let's try that. And we got to save that to our H drive. So all these things have to go in the same folder. So this is going to be a huge thing. So we're going to go Start, Computer. There's my sound on my Common Drive. You can see. I'm going to go to my name. I'm going to go into the folder that I'm saving all this under. I'm going to go to this project, Fancy Introduction, and we're going to drag Sound 307 down here. Okay. Now, when I bring that into Movie Studio, we're going to click Project, Add Media, and find that scroller. Okay, and there's our wave file right here. You can drag that to an audio channel down here. There's your audio clip. Now, if you played it, and then we would want to work on timing that with the text that's up there. We could split this. We could do all kinds of things with it. We could slow motion it, quick motion it, all kinds of different stuff. Go back to Canvas. You're going to have to render it. You're going to have to turn it in. And we're going to talk about that in class or in another video.